Hello, welcome to this video lesson on the Simpsons theme as done by Green Day. I'm going to give you a few technical tips and I shall demonstrate the activity on the fingerboard in close-up. Here we go. The way we're going to do this, the tune starts in 5th position and it plays itself through, then repeats. It then moves exactly the same order of fingers to different positions. I'll show you the basic 5th position one first in some detail and then the other ones. Here we go. So we start on the 3rd string of the 5th fret and then roll your first finger onto the 2nd string on the 5th fret and then the 2nd string on the 7th fret, 1st string 5th fret, 2nd string 8th fret, 2nd string 5th fret, 3rd string 5th fret with a bit of a roll, and then take a different finger preferably to the 4th string 5th fret, then go back 1 fret to the 4th fret, and then back to the 5th like that. So it works like this. Now I'm going to be giving you the fret numbers but not the strings. So we do 5, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 5. That's one more time so you can really get that going. You get 5, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 5. You then play that twice, as we said. You then move it back 1 fret, so you're starting on the 4th fret. Repeat that. You then move up to the 9th fret, and then you play it there, again with a repeat. Then you come back to where you started, and if you're trying to do this reasonably authentically you might want to reduce the gain and maybe do it with a little bit of a whammy bar. I'll leave the whammy bar out for the moment, but it's basically exactly the same as your first version, starting on the 5th. With the repeat. Now you get a middle section, it may well be what you think of as the middle 8. You have 2 notes. You have the 2nd string 4th and the 1st string 6th, and you alternate between these 2 notes. Now I think they probably do this with a delay, so you have the effect of 2 notes as in. So you can either play it just 1 note or play both, or play one and put your delay on. Doesn't really matter that much. And basically you do that for 8 bars, and if I do the 1 note version, that's simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 times. You notice as you get to the end of that there's a fill that leads you back to the 9th position version of the tune. No, not that one. Which repeats. Now the last line starts like the beginning, but then the second half of it goes a bit different, so you've got to watch yourself to avoid playing the first version of the tune. Starts the same. I'll run you the fret numbers this time. So you get 5, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 5, and this time you stick on the 4th string 5s. Then you go back to the 4th fret. And finish on the 3rd string 5 like that. Now to look at the rhythm guitar part for this. It's basically all power chords, surprise surprise. the very beginning you have a C power chord, that's your fifth string, third, fourth string, fifth, and you can double the C by doing the third string, fifth. And the way they do it, they start it with a sort of triple take, like that, which I can show you the right hand for that. If that's a bit too much trouble, it doesn't really matter about that, you can just whack the chord once like that. But basically what they do is hold it for 4 bars, sustaining it, and then you do exactly the same thing again. Then you follow the fingerboard pattern, or the fretboard pattern of the tune part. So the next part you go to the power chord starting on the 2nd fret, B power chord. This time you start playing the basic rhythm of the tune. In other words, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. For 8 bars, that's 2 lots of 4 bars. Then you take your pattern to the 7th fret and you do exactly the same thing, and so on with a repeat. For the 4th line, that's the one where you're playing the tune, it's a bit quieter, maybe a little bit of whammy bar, then you just play the chord just the once. That's your C power chord starting on the 3rd fret. Same as the triple take. For the middle 8, take your power chord to the 6th fret, because we're in E flat there, and basically just chug it with quavers or 8th notes for 8 bars. A little bit of palm muting, especially probably important on this one. That kind of sound like that. The next line you go up 1 fret and you go back to the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 rhythm. The last line again is a little bit different. You're playing the C power chord, but this time the basic rhythm. Then everything changes. An F sharp power chord, that's on the 2nd fret, 6th string, 4th fret, 5th string, 4th fret, 4th string, and basically you go 1, up 1 fret, and then go back to the position of your very first power chord. So then there are these 2 perhaps surprisingly interesting things about this tune. The first, as I was saying about the rhythm, obviously you're in 4/4 time, so you've got 8 quavers or 8th notes in the bar, but they're actually grouped into 3 and then 2 and then 3. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 all the way through. That's quite an unusual and innovative rhythm. The other thing is that the basic tune is actually in what we call the Lydian mode, which is how you get the F sharp in there, which again is a bit of a surprise for that kind of sort of popular culture thing. But there you go. So hope you have fun with that. Bye for now.